Moment of silence for the dead here. So this is my fourth ever video of along these lines of essentially a rest in peace video, and I will likely not do this all the time, especially if I get to a certain size. Probably will just do it more to on my Twitter X profile uh in the future. Um Probably not starting now, but anyway. I thought I'd at least do this for a, I don't want to say longtime fan because she hasn't really been a fan for a while. Sorry, I was wiping something off my desk right there. Um Quite honestly, but that should not prevent me from doing this video because I am feeling a little bit somber right now, quite honestly. So to just say it up front, an old fan, former fan named Google It has died. Causes unknown to me and my circle of people. Little history lesson to you all. Back in 2017, before I hit even 50 subscribers, I got introduced to a little community formerly known as the Poor Bastards. One of these guys is my good friend S-Man Speaks, amongst a number of other characters, and one of the most often coming subscribers of, I think, pretty much all of our channels. At least, definitely a viewer, often viewer, named Google It, always popped up in the live streams, in the live chats, to roast the shit out of us. Those were some fun times. And eventually she would like dial down on it a whole lot, and then eventually she would kind of drop her persona of almost an edgy 4chaner, I guess you could say, was the type of personality that she was putting on right then. Like, honestly, before YouTube really started cracking down on things, a whole lot of gamer words that she said in the live chat. I'm sorry, I'm tickling my funny bone right here. I mean, honestly, this is obviously sad news to hear about this, but yeah. So why I'm here, 2017, before hitting 50 subscribers, fan of all of our content and often roaster of all us, and eventually she would become a leftist, far leftists, suffice to say. And 2018 was a very chaotic year for so many reasons, and it isn't, she isn't the primary reason. Far from it, actually. Not pointing fingers at anybody who I'm not mentioning, but all the same, she. But there were times of when that things got kind of toxic. I will be frank. I mean, I am definitely still not bitter enough or anything like that to prevent me from making this video, because honestly, I do feel like I felt a heartstring kind of break hearing about this news. Like, it just kind of sucks to hear about. But it was more in the early and mid points of 2018 when all the drama would happen between us and Google It. And in late 2018, more specifically October actually of that year, I would get in a big episode of drama with Owen McDonald. And this is not me ragging on Owen McDonald. If you're watching this, Owen, I'm just mentioning this for context. And like soon-ish after that episode of drama would settle down, I should have checked DMs because her account is still up, and so therefore the DMs between me and her I could still see. But honestly, she would. I can't remember if she came to me first. She might have, if I remember correctly. Um, she would come to me kind of offering just a tad bit of support, I guess. Um, I mean, obviously she doesn't think that I'm right in everything, political beliefs wise and drama wise, and there could be like a whole conversation about that. Even some bits of drama that I can admit that I handled wrong or definitely would have done differently. But regardless, right after that, she's kind of came to my support a bit and just offering a few comforting words. Like, honestly, I felt a little bit uplifted that morning when I checked my Twitter and read that she was given some somewhat supportive DMs. There's other reasons as to why that morning and that day in early October 2018 was so good. Um, but she was just one of the additions on top of that, honestly. And no, there was no titty pics given or anything like that. Get your mind out of the gutter, y'all. Um, no, she just gave a few words of encouragement, and although she did like pay me the compliment that she thought that I'm like attractive. Take that as what you will. I mean, I'm being complimented on my looks by a far leftist, and she did send a picture sometime. It wasn't a particularly immodest picture, but she's not bad looking at all herself. She thought that I had a charming and fun enough of a personality and thought that I was attractive enough to where that yeah, she gave that those couple bits of compliments. And ever since that moment, it's been kind of a bit of a reprieve from drama with Google It. Nothing has ever been as bad ever since 2018. In fact, there have been like a couple of moments that I can remember off the top of my head that have been actually pretty decent between me and my circles and her. One point in specifically, it might have been 2019. Yeah, late 2019. I wasn't part of this Google Hangouts, but right at the tail end of when that YouTube was starting to get rid of Google Hangouts for their format of live streaming, S-Man arranged like one final Hangout live stream for everybody to uh, kick up their feet and shoot the breeze. And she was all like, "Fuck it, why not? Let's relive good old times." And she started like putting on her edgy 4chaner personality at least one last time. Decent send off, I guess. And by the way, she did not die like back then. I mean, I am kind of late to hear in the news. It was like last year. This being like January 2025, it was last year in September of 2024 of when that it happened. It's just I'm only just now hearing the news, and that's why that I'm here making this video. And there was like one other thing in particular. In 2020, I guess she kept me in her followings on Twitter, now X, and she came across a poll that was asking about cuties, and she gave her 2 cents on it, like saying that she's against cuties, thinks that it's immoral trash. Despite her being a far leftist, she still thinks that child sexualization in the manner that fucking cuties did that shit was wrong. And kudos to her on that. I mean, and despite her being a far leftist, I don't think I ever thought that she was bad intentioned. Like, yes, she did get rather angry at times, but who hasn't ever got pissy or angry or anything like that? I mean, we've all had our moments like that, so I'm not faulting her for that, and I'm not even like bitter or sour or anything like that. Kind of helps that there has not been an episode ever since 2018 with her, but still. And as far as I know, and as far as I've seen, she was still a far leftist in her twilight days as well, last year, 2024, and so forth. But it's my sincere opinion that there was nothing bad intentioned with her. So that's why I'm here. And plus, it is rather sad and kind of uncanny to think about this one person who was like formerly a fan and a subscriber, and who excuse me, who you had like some episodes of drama, well, who you were fighting side by side with in some episodes of drama, like Ren Michaelis, for example, specifically with me and her, anyways. Um, and I'm sure a couple others that I could think of, but can't think of right now. And now she's gone. It's it's quite sobering, actually. Puts things into perspective for you. And honestly, I hope she had a good life in her twilight months, twilight years, even, because I guess my perspective and analysis of things was that part of the reason as to why she was as angry as she was back in 2018 was she was having some personal things in her life as well. Just she was using social media and internet drama as a coping mechanism to try and a venting mechanism, rather. And yeah, I hope she was doing better the last couple of years than she ever was back then. And I don't want to get too Bible thumpy, but as a Christian, I hope that I sincerely hope she came to at least accept Jesus Christ as her Savior. That's kind of my hope for all these people who I have made these rest in peace videos for. Mark Geetson, I know for certain, has, I mean, he was Catholic, at least. Don't know about Blind Girl. I think that Irate Prostate was a agnostic, as far as I knew, and was listening to him anyways. But I'm rambling at this point. But yeah. And I hope our family is doing well in spite of this episode of sadness right here. Like, sincerely, I hope that it wasn't a particularly dark way of going out of how that Googlet went out. And I hope that she was having a good life at the end of her life. Would have been better to hear, I guess, if she ultimately did not die. But still, that's my thoughts on this. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's sad to think about, but yeah. As a YouTuber of 8 years right now, off and on YouTuber, and her being like one of my earliest subscribers way back in the day, even if she wasn't now currently a subscriber, she was still pretty impactful, and I just had to get these thoughts out of my head and to pay my respects and condolences. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Y'all take care. Like, really, take care. Take care of yourself and take care of the loved ones around you. And I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good day and God bless.